had my
first
first
son, so
son, so I
I was
was
in
in
the
the
house.
house.
I was also
I was
in
also in
school at
school at
Unilag.
Unilag.
Then I
Then
now
I
thought
now
to
thought to
myself,
myself,
this stuff
this
was
stuff was
working for
working
me.
for
I was
me. I
making
was
money
making
from
money from
home.
home.
Then I
Then I
asked
asked
myself,
myself,
how do
how do
I
I
how do
how do
I
I,
share with
share
other
with other
people? How do
people?
I
How do I
teach other
teach
people?
other
Now,
people? Now,
at the
at the
core of me,
core of
I'm a
me, I'm a
teacher. At the
teacher. At
core
the
of me,
core of
I'm a
me, I'm a
coach.
coach.
Right. I
Right.
want
I
to
want to
also
also
help
help
people and
people and
impact
impact
driven. People
driven.
say
People
that
say
as
that
well.
as well.
Which
Which
explains why
explains why
I'm
I'm
close
close
to
to
Sam,
Sam,
because we are a
because we are a
bird
bird
of
of
we are
we are
birds of
birds
a
of a
feather.
feather.
Right.
Right.
So
So
I began
I
to
began
teach
to
other
teach other
people how to
people
do
how
the
to do
same
the same
business.
business.
And
And
2014, I was
2014, I was
teaching.
teaching.
At the
At
point, I
the point, I
lost
lost
money
money
because I
because I
lacked a
lacked a
mentor.
mentor.
But
But
eventually, I
eventually,
got
I
things
got things
right. And
right.
within
And
four
within
months, I was
4 months, I
making
was
like a
making like a
millionaire.
millionaire.
Cumulatively, I
Cumulatively, I
had
had
made a
made a
millionaire in
millionaire in
four
four
months.
months.
It was
It
then
was
it
then it
hit me
hit
that
me that
Almost,
come.
you don't hit
You don't hit
jackpot for this
jackpot for
thing.
this
Like,
thing. Like
this is
this
making
is making
sense.
sense.
And so
And so
2015, I
2015, I
learned
learned
sales
sales
funnel,
funnel,
which I
which
believe
I
a lot
believe a
of
lot
you
of
now are
you now are
familiar with
familiar
it.
with it.
Sales
Sales
funnel. And
funnel. And
2016, I
2016, I
implemented the
implemented the
sales
sales
funnel.
funnel.
Right.
Right.
And by
And by
August
August
2016,
2016,
I
I
made my
made my
first
first
million
million
naira
naira
in one
in one
month.
month.
In
In
fact, I
fact,
made
I
it
made it
in
in
3 weeks.
weeks.
What was
What
I
was I
doing?
doing?
I
I
was
was
teaching
teaching
people how
people
to
how
do
to
the
do the
same
same
business.
business.
So
So
yes, my
yes,
business
my
was
business
doing
was
very
doing very
well. I was
well. I
making
was
money
making
from
money
my
from my
business,
business,
my
my
data
data
sharing
sharing
business.
business.
But I began
But
to
I began
teach
to
other
teach other
people, and
people,
then
and
the
then the
income
income
increased on
increased
two
on two
levels.
levels.
So
So
my
my
income
income
increased
increased
as
as
somebody who
somebody
was
who was
teaching other
teaching other
people,
people,
and then
and
my
then my
impact
impact
also
also
increased as
increased as
someone who
someone who
was
was
coaching other
coaching other
people
people
to get
to get
similar
similar
results.
results.
And my
And my
funnel was
funnel
very
was very
simple. I can
simple.
I can run
I
you
can
through
run you through
my
my
funnel.
funnel.
Very
Very
simple.
simple.
So I
So
placed
I
an
placed an
advert
advert
with
with
myself and
myself and
my
my
1 year
one
old
year old
son there,
son there,
looking so
looking so
adorable, so
adorable, so
fine,
fine,
right? He
right?
had
He had
his
his
afro
afro
hair
hair
and is
and
very
is very
fair,
fair,
very
very
chubby and
chubby
cute
and
guy
cute
like
guy
that.
like that.
And so I
And
had a
so I had
picture
a
with
picture
him
with
like
him like
this.
this,
I bent
I
down.
bent
He was
down, he was
standing bent
standing
down,
bent down,
and the
and the
caption was
caption was
how
how
a
a
housewife
housewife
went from
went from
broke
broke
to being
to
a
being a
millionaire.
millionaire.
Click
Click
to read
to
more.
read more.
And of
And of
course, when they
course, when they
clicked to
clicked
read
to read
more,
more,
I it asked for
it
their
asked for their
details,
details,
and then
and
led
then
them
led them
to a
to a
long
long
sales page,
page,
a long
a long
sales
sales
funnel,
funnel,
a sales page, sales
sales
copy.
copy.
And so
And
they
so they
read,
read,
the
the
usual
usual
copywriting, the
copywriting,
gist,
gist,
or
or
where I
where I
was, and I
was, and
had
I had
receipts to
receipts to
show.
show.
I had
I had
pictures of my
pictures of my
income
income
in
in
March, in
March, in
April, May,
April,
like the
May, like
whole
the whole
year. I was
year. I
showing
was
people
showing people
even some
even some
phone
phone
numbers
numbers
that I
that I
sold the
sold the
data
data
to.
to.
You know,
You know,
they saw
they
some people
saw
are
some
even
people even
calling me that I
calling
should
me that I
please
should please
change,
change,
change the
change the
picture
picture,
because, or I
because or I
should
should
blot out
block out
their
their
phone
phone
number because
number,
people were
because people
calling
were
them to
calling them to
confirm if
confirm if
truly
truly
they were my
they were my
customers,
customers,
And
And
so,
so,
and that was
and that was
how
how
within that
within
three
that
weeks,
3 weeks,
I set
I set
adverts to
adverts
it
to it
about
about
10k,
10K,
10,000 naira
10,000 naira
per week
per week
adverts.
adverts.
Within three
Within
weeks,
three
people were
weeks, people
paying
were
me
paying
twenty
me
thousand
20,000
naira,
naira,
20,000
20,000
naira
naira
to teach
to
them.
teach
So I
them. So I
had
had
all the
all the
knowledge, all the
knowledge, all the
information
information
together
together
in one
in one
PDF
PDF
document,
document,
one
one
PDF
PDF,
about 30
about
pages
30
or
pages or
so.
so.
So
So
once you
once you
pay,
pay,
send your
send
proof
your
of
proof
payment.
of payment.
I didn't even
I
have
didn't even have
Paystack then.
Paystack then. Or did I?
I don't think
I
I
don't
had
think I had
Paystack then.
Paystack
So
then.
once
So
you
once
pay,
you pay,
send your proof of
proof of
payment. I'll
payment,
just
I'll
reply
just
you.
reply you.
Thank you for
Thank you for
buying
buying
this.
this. Take the
Get this is the
this is the
book.
book.
And
And
there's not a
there's not
link
a
for you to
link for
join
you
the
to join the
WhatsApp group
WhatsApp
to
group
ask
to ask me
questions.
questions.
But
But
first, you must
first, you
have
must have
read that
read
book
that
before
book
you
before
join the
you join the
WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp group.
Right. So they
Right. So they
read and they
read
come
and they
into
come
the
into the
WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp
And
group.
that
And
was
that was
how
how
I
I
practically
practically
became a
became a
millionaire
millionaire
within
within
four
four
months.
months, within
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 3
three
weeks,
weeks
rather.
rather,
Within three
within
weeks.
3 weeks. And I can tell you here, to the glory of God,
and
and in all humility,
since
since that 2016 August,
which would
which
be
would be
like
like,
August is next month, I think July, August. Yes, that's
That's
6
6
years
years
next
next
month.
month.
The
The
minimum I
minimum
have
I
made
have
in
made
a
in a
month
month
is
is
1
1
million
million
naira.
naira.
The
The
minimum
minimum I have done in any month
is a
is a
million
million
naira.
naira.
Minimum. There were
Minimum. There were
months
months I
did
did
well
well
over
over
seven
7
figures,
figures, 8 figures,
rather
eight
8 figures,
figures,
right? In
right? In
naira,
naira,
please.
please.
And
And
Recently too, I crossed, six figures in dollars.
And
And all of this I mean, it was a dream at a time.
But I have
But
to
I have
tell
to
you
tell you
that
that
I
I
battled with some
battled with some
things
things
that I
I
will
would
share with
share
you
with you
now.
now.
And
And
if you
if
are
you are
writing, this is
writing,
a
this
good
is a
place
good
to pick
place
up
to
your
pick up your
pen
pen
and
and
and write this
write this
down.
down.
Okay, the
Okay, the
difference
difference
between
between
you
you
who
who
makes
makes
10,000, who
10,000,
make
okay,
let's use
let's use
dollar.
dollar.
The
The
difference
difference
between
between
you
you
who
who
makes
makes
$100
$100
and the
and the
you
you
who
who
makes a
makes a
hundred
hundred
thousand
thousand
dollars
dollars
is the
is the
you
you
who
who
thinks you
thinks you
deserve it.
deserve it.
I
I
will
will
repeat
repeat
myself.
myself.
The
The
difference
difference
between the
between the
you
you
who
who
makes a
makes a
hundred
hundred
dollars
dollars
and
and
the
the
you
you
who
who
would
would
make a
make a
hundred
hundred
thousand
thousand
dollars
dollars
is
is
the
the
you
you
who
who
thinks you
thinks you
deserve it.
deserve it.
I'll repeat
I'll repeat
myself
myself
again.
again.
The
The
difference
difference
between the
between the
you
you
who
who
makes a
makes a
hundred
hundred
dollars
dollars
and
and
the
the
you
you
who
who
makes a
makes a
hundred
hundred
thousand
thousand
dollars
dollars
is the
is the
you
you
who
who
believes you
believes you
deserve it.
deserve it.
You can
You
share
can
that,
share
do
that,
a
do a
screenshot
screenshot
of your
of
screen
your
right
screen
now
right now
and share
and
that on
share
your
that on your
story on
story on
Instagram and
Instagram
tag
and tag
me at
me at
Temi
Temi
Ajibewa.
Ajibewa.
And
And I will
share
reshare
at
at
Temi
Temi
Ajibewa on
Ajibewa on
Instagram,
Instagram,
right?
right?
Just quote
Just
me.
quote me.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And
life has
life
shown
has
me
shown
this
me
over
this
and
over
over
and
and
over
over
and over
again. Like it's
again. Like
not
it's
really
not really
about,
about
what you
what you
know
know
or
or
what you
what you
do.
do.
It's
It's
more
more
first
first
about
about
believing in
believing in
yourself and
yourself and
thinking, no,
thinking,
I
no, I
deserve this
deserve this
life.
life.
I
I
deserve this.
deserve
So
this.
when I
So
was
when I
teaching
was
these
teaching these
women,
women,
how
how
they could
they
do
could
this
do this
business,
business,
I find
I find
myself also
myself
teaching
also
them
teaching
other
them other
things,
things,
such as
such
how
as
they can
how they
make
can make
money,
money,
how they
how
can
they can
save
save
money,
money, you know,
how they
how they
can
can
$100
$100
and
and
hundred
hundred
thousand
thousand
dollars. It's
dollars.
not
It's not
1,000 like
1,000
you
like
wrote
you wrote
a Zoom
a Zoom
user.
user.
I said
I
a
said a
hundred
hundred
thousand
thousand
dollars. So there
dollars.
should
So
be
there should be
hundred,
100,
then
then
comma,
comma,
then
then
zero
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 zero.
zero.
That's
That's
six
six
figures.
figures.
Okay.
Okay.
Zoom
Zoom
user
user
is the
is the
you who
you who
thinks you
thinks you
deserve it.
deserve it.
So let
So
me let me
let
copy
me
what
copy
what you
what
wrote
you
and
wrote and
correct it.
correct it.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't misquote me. All right. The difference between the you who makes $100 and the you who will make $100,000 is the you who thinks you deserve it. Who thinks you deserve it. Yeah, that's it. Temi Ajibewa. That's my quote right there. Thank you, Sulex Jimmy. Thank you. You got it. Fantastic. So I began to do these numbers and I began to teach women how to do the same thing over and over and over again. And they began to call me coach. And so at first I felt very uncomfortable with the title. I felt like it was too much for me, like, me care, coach care, how? And so I went to get my certification, in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, thinking that would help me. Unfortunately, yes, I got confidence, but still I could not charge. It was then I realized that a second thing that you want to write down again, certification is not equal to monetization. I repeat myself, certification is not equal to monetization, right? A lot of you are waiting. You are waiting to for that degree. You're waiting for that certification. You're waiting on to have something to that. But trust me, you know enough. You have enough. You are good enough right now, right? And so for me, I realized that I was good enough. I had enough going for me. I needed to just test myself. And based on that, I will run you through the 4-step process that I came up with after some trials and errors, right? And then this really, really, really helped me, okay? I'll run through this very quickly, but first I'll share I'll run through the framework, then I'll share some common mistakes I see that you can make. And by the way, coaching is very lucrative. There is only so much you can charge for a book. True or false? True. There's only so much you can charge for a session, as a therapist. But when you are coaching, you're not just charging according to the number of sessions, you're charging according to the results you can deliver. So your price is literally limitless. How much you charge a client is limitless if you are able to provide the solutions. So I have gone on, let me give you a classical example, right? In January 2021, I had a coaching program that was going for $650. $650 was a 3-month coaching program, right? No, let me backtrack to, I think, August 2019, no, August 2020. Yes, I had this course I just released. It was going for $650. In fact, at the point I sold it for about $400 or so to my beta clients. That's my test clients. And then these guys helped me to go through the program. They helped me to test things and to confirm, okay, this program is working. And then later on, I now push it out there to sell to people. And then that same month as well, someone should please pay attention to this. I mean, you catch something here. And that same month, there was a program that was promoted to me. It was going for $2,000. Online course with 10 days support. I could not afford it. I could not afford it. Like, I remember that time, I stood here in my office. I pulled my slides. I was looking out at how I was broke, because then that's like a millionaire. I hadn't spent that much money on any course before. But guess what? I reached out to the coach just a few hours before cards closed. And then I reached out to her and I asked her for a payment plan. The payment plan she gave me made the fee jump up to $2,400, making it 1.2 million naira. But I began the course. I took the course and I watched all the videos. 2 things happened for me. First, when I logged into the course, I said, it's just 4 modules. Module 4 was even technical on how to use ClickFunnels. I mean, I learned how to use ClickFunnels thanks to Sam. Sam already taught me how to use ClickFunnels since 2009. Was it 17, 18 or so? I taught me how to use ClickFunnels. So I was like, so you mean I paid that much for these 3 modules? A module was about 6 to 7 lessons in one module. One lesson was about 3 minutes to 15 minutes maximum. So 2 things happened to me, like I said. First, I saw the behind the scene of a $2,000 program or offer. And I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's really not that different from my own that I was charging $650. I'm like, so you mean people can pay this much for this small course? It was then I realized that it's not by number of lessons and hours of videos and no. It's about the transformation you can deliver. And once you are offering transformation, price becomes irrelevant. If you can offer people transformation and tangible results, price becomes what? Irrelevant. And so I realized this and I became conscious. Number 2, I got the psychological permission to raise my fees. Yes. So my price as of January 2021 was $650. And I remember in my New Year video that year, I was sharing on YouTube that, my cost price would increase. It will increase from 650 to 750 to 800 to 900. By the end of the year, the price of the program will now be 1,000, and it will sit on 1,000 all through the year of 2022 that we are in. But guess what, guys? My price moved from $650 at the beginning of the year to $2,500 by the end of the year. Yes. Do you know why? I'll share with you. Among the things, the first steps I'll share with you this evening. One thing really worked for me, and it's the step 2 of the framework I will share with you this evening. So this evening I'll share 4 steps with you. Then I'll share you the common mistakes that will hold you back from making real money. I moved from $650 to $2,500. And currently, when I launched in January, it was going for $2,500. But guess what, guys? Before the end of this year, that program is going for $5,000. $5,000, and nothing will stop it. Do you know why? Because now I am positioned to coach people that are even outside Nigeria and outside Africa, because those guys have higher purchasing power. And my coach even told me that if I charge anything less than 5K for my coaching, people they won't take me serious in the US. They will think that I'm just one of those wannabe. I'm just among those who are just struggling to hit it. And because my market is not going global, right? My market is not going global. So definitely my pricing too has to go global. So what are these first things? These 4 things I mentioned to you that you can apply this. In fact, take this to the bank and say, Temi taught me this. I want to try it. I want to shame her that this does not work. And so I want to apply it and see if I will make sense or nonsense, right? The first step to this is you need to clarify your core, clarify on 2 levels. The first step, you want to clarify. You have to clarify on 2 levels. Clarify your core message. As a coach who is just starting, you want to clarify your core message. What is the core thing I will carry to the market? What is the main thing I will carry to the market? Like, I want to become a well-known coach. I want to become a highly paid coach. What is the one thing I will carry to the market? Okay, what is the one thing I will carry to the market? So clarify your core message and clarify your core audience. Now, this may affect some of you are thinking, but Coach Temi, I have so many passions, I have so many, interests. I'm not saying that you can't do everything. All I'm saying is that you should start with one. Start to be known for one. Later on, after 3 months or 6 months or 2 years, you can attach something else to it. I became known primarily as the Millionaire Housewife. That was my first brand name. I was helping housewives to start their businesses from home. I have run my business from home for the past 7 years, 8 years actually, 8 years this October, right? And I've done everything so well from home. So I had that brand name, the Millionaire Housewife. Now, in case you are thinking that, how will you know which of them to focus on? I think this is a good place for me to share my screen with you. Let me share my screen with you.
All right. So you put all your passions together on one line like this, and then you now grade yourself over 10. Grade yourself from 1 to 10. Which of these do I have? What will I score? Under heart? What will I score under hand? What will I score under head? I'm very honest with yourself. Heart is your passion. Hand is the skills you have for that passion. And your head is what? Is the knowledge you have on that subject matter. Okay, in this case, I use these examples. These are not correct. They're only examples, right? That's hack number 1. My hack number 2 is personal resonance. This means that you're asking yourself, does this gel with me? Does this gel with your spirit? Does this gel with what you want to, do in life? Then do you want to be known for this? Do you want to be known for this? That is very, very, very important for you. That's a question for you to ask yourself. So which of your many passions that you have listed can you say, your spirit gels with, of all of them? Then which one do you want to be known for categorically, right? And then now we have hack number 3, your current results. Which of your many passions do you have current results in, both for yourself and others? Both for yourself and others. Both for yourself and others. All right. Hack number 4 is future pacing. Future pacing. When you say in 10, 20 years from now, who do you see yourself being? What do you see yourself doing? When you future pace, you think about your future. Okay? Yes. Make sure you do, maybe as in just think about it. 10, 20 years from now, who do you see yourself as? Yes. Okay. Fantastic. I hope this is giving you clarity. I hope it's really helping your mind to understand. Right. And then the last hack I'm going to share with you is what is your lowest hanging fruit? Which of the many passions is easily monetizable for you now? Because you have the opportunities and resources. So you have the people, the capital, environment, etc. that you can leverage on easily. Is this clear to you guys? Tell me in the chat if this has made sense to you. No, my slides can't be shared with you on Telegram. Who are you? Who are you just to ask for my slides? Do you know the blood, sweat and tears that goes into my slides? That's not my slides. Can this be shared with you on Telegram group? No, it's not a Telegram group. It's Google group. I'll put it for you. Okay then. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. I'm just sharing with you, one thing that you want to pay attention to when you're thinking. So you clarify your core message and also clarify your core audience. Your core audience. That's very, very important. Okay, your audience means those that you want to coach. You cannot coach everybody. And if you're an LAP, I'm sure you heard it say that everyone can be a customer. You must have heard that over and over. Right? So when you are coaching people, you also cannot afford to coach every human being. So identify those that you want to work with, those that you want to coach, those that really need you, and then know them to a T. Know them like the back of your hand. Like, no, this one, I know my people, and my people know me. Right? So for me, when I began to coach, at first I was coaching housewives. Later on, I moved on to coach businesses. Later on, I moved on to coach service-based businesses. And then later on, I began to coach only coaches. So right now, I coach only coaches, people that want to, become coaches as well, or they're already coaches, but they don't have the systems and the structures to make money. All right, they are now my clients. I also run life coaching sessions too for individuals who want to scale and grow in their lives and relationships. Right, so that's it. That's it. Okay, so fantastic. Now that's step number one. Step number two, this the second step to the framework. I call this framework the highly paid coach framework. The second step of this framework is you need to productify. Productify, and that is a Temi word. Okay, it's not an English word. It's a Temi word. Okay, you need to productify. Productify your solution. Your solution. Guys, you guys should move past this. Pay attention, okay? Listen to me, and then you catch everything I'm saying. When you listen, okay? Let me see. Let me see the chats. What's happening in the chats? Sam Harvard will never say to anyone, "Who are you?" The answer to his request is no, not "Who are you?" That was not nice. Boniface, I don't speak to people ordinarily. I speak to the king in them. And the king in you should identify a joke when you hear one. Okay? And it's very rude of you to even compare me to Sam Harvard. If you have to compare me, then you should leave my live stream. I'm not Sam. Sam is not me. And that was actually a joke, which I laughed over it. It's not my first time of sharing information on Lab. If you go on Lab, you will see my content, my single content for free on Lab. I give those things for free. So you should not take it personal. And I think I should be able to remove you from this live stream for making that comment. What's your name again? Boniface.
Me just continue.
Yes. So this is my live stream. I can remove you unless Sam wants to apologize on your behalf. Unless Sam wants to say, Temi, forget it. But
Please, so we are joking, Temi. We are joking. We are joking on this behalf. Please, let's continue. Sorry about that. You are interrupting my note. I'm writing notes here. I want to add more with this information. If people want us to now be doing. Let's continue. Thanks.
I am chilling for your apology. Tell me you're sorry. Me, yes. I be mama for Lab. Nobody you be tell me say Sam does not say that to anybody. What was that? I can even remove Sam from this call in case you don't know. I will remove Sam.
Please so. I'm on my knees.
Then you tell me.
Only in my mind, but not physically kneeling down.
What did you say?
I'm leaning down in my mind though, not physically.
In your mind.
On my knees.
You're leaning down in your mind. All right. Okay. No worries, guys. No worries. All right. So the thing is that let me just speak to this a bit. So I have a book on mentoring, and I think I could run a discount for LAP members this evening. I have 3 books: How to Make Millions in Your Nightgown, How to Make Millions Doing What You Love, and A Millennial's Guide to Mentoring. A lot of you have no business, doing some things until you have gotten the right mentors. This book on mentoring, right? This book I wrote it with 15 of Africa's finest mentors. And I have been privileged to be mentored by the best of the best, at least in Africa, right? I've been privileged to be mentored. And there's something you have to learn, right? One of the things you have to learn is that nobody owes you anything. I hope you know that. Even your parents don't owe you. Your father does not owe you. Your mother does not owe you. Your parents don't owe you. Your boss does not owe you. I remember, if you remember earlier on, I said that I began my business and I lost money in the first few months. Why? Because I lacked a mentor, right? I said I lacked what? I lacked a mentor. And guess what, guys? The moment I had a mentor teach me, my income level went all the way. Like I was able to do a millionaire in 4 months because I had a mentor. So from wanting to close down my business to becoming crazily profitable, it was a mentor that changed things. But lots of us don't even know how to talk to mentors. We don't know how to address mentors. We don't even know how to approach mentor. Some of you will send me DMs, and to be very modest, I get a minimum of 3-4 requests in my DM every day. People asking me to mentor them, and they are all looking for what to gain from me, what to gain from me, what to gain from me. None of them is thinking of what the needs I have and how they can help me. But guys, you know I also have needs. I have bills to pay as well. So if I spend all my time mentoring, you know, there was a day I finished speaking at an event, and then the lady came out and said, "Oh ma, please mentor me." I'm like, okay. So how would that mentoring work? She said, I could just, I could call you once in a week to run my session with you, to run my ideas with you, to give you updates on my goals. I'm like, okay, every week. I said for like how long? Like an hour. Now in case you're not aware, my 1 hour is $500. So she's asking me to give her $500 on a weekly basis. That is $2,000 in a month. Okay, $2,000 in a month. Israel Wealth, I see you. Good evening, darling. Good evening. All right, so and I asked her, I said, okay, what do I get in return for giving you this much time of my life? She was like, no, tell me, you just help me. I don't have anything I can give you now. It's just, yeah. And I'm like, really? So you cannot think of anything you can exchange as value between you and myself. Really? Yes. John Obidi is one of the writers for this book, and Bankole Williams too. Give Simeon, have you read this book? So I have Ubon King of blessed memory. I have John Obidi, Bankole Williams, Steve Harris, Stephen Akintayo, Emeka Nobi, Stephanie Obi, Trisha Bees, Chris Owe, Samba Femi. They all contributed to this book, right? Me, Adesoya, and so on and so forth. Even Victor Ekobasi, they all contributed to write this book. And so I had to make a joke, with her. I said, sorry, please, what's your name? She told me her name. I said, what's your son name? Let's assume she said Harvard. I'm like, okay, was there anywhere in history where they said Harvard, that Ajibewa is owing Harvard some centuries ago? That's me. And those must now pay the debts. She was not laughing. I said, I want to know now. Because how am I paying BC that I did not eat? Like, I've been here. Time is money. Thank you. Time is money. Like, I can't do that. Right? Time is money. I said, am I owing you? Okay, fantastic. So, based on this, a lot of us need to do better. And so I speak to the king in people, not just the who they are today. So I'm going to wrap up by saying number 2 step is productify. Create a signature coaching program. Okay, create a signature coaching program. That is something that people can actually buy. They can buy from you. You can share. A transformational program. That when they come here, they end up here. Okay, they go through the program from here, there, and they end up here, having getting their results. You have a framework that moves them tangibly from where they are to where they want to be. And step number 3 is you want to position yourself, because um, there's no point you having all that clarity and having all that what now having all that signature program, and yet you don't have the branding to carry it. This is where your branding now comes up. How many of you love Sam Harvard's branding? How many of you love how it shows up? Like when you see him in the house, it's not like that too. So me and him, we have entered the same toilet before. It's not that bad online though.
Chineke me chai.
What did you say?
Chai.
Yes, now. And be eating and food will be like this. Rough bedroom. But when you see Sam on Instagram, you see Versace, you see Fendi, you see my friend will package, God no go shame us. So guys, you need to have your branding together. It has changed. Daniel, really, even at home, like even his bedroom, his bed sheets, no dey rough again, abi. Okay, I don't hear you. My point is, it doesn't really matter, what you put up, what you put inside, right? Your image has to be correct. You have to come correct. You have to come clean. So I call this curating your brand. Curate, CURATE, curate. You have to curate people and curate you have to curate the experience you want people to have. You have to curate the experience that you want people to have about you. If you go to my page on Instagram, I don't need to inform you twice that I'm electrocuting. Do you know why? Even though today I woke up with a splitting headache, even though today my husband almost forced me out of bed. In fact, he did. If I was in the bathroom, tell me, take a bath, you feel well. Please do medicine. But guess what? I got up, dressed up, and I showed up. I showed up in church. I had him shoot a video for me. Today my birthday. I showed up full. When I got back home, I got my first son to record my video. I was still dancing again. I will not show that I'm taking drugs. Or that my head, my this is not necessary. Am I asking you to fake it till you make it? No. I'm saying be it. And then there's so much nonsense happening now on social media. If you now have value, why won't you share your value with people? I have 5 more minutes and I'll take questions. Right? If you have value, why can't you share your value on social media? Because people whose head are not half as correct as your own, they are misbehaving. So my point here is you cannot run a show and not show up. You cannot run a show and not show up. And when you show up in your best self. Show up in your best energy. Show up in your best. If you're a woman, please, I beg you, unless you don't apply makeup at all, which is great, right? But I beg, go and learn to carve your eyebrows. Go on, it's my own now. It's not talking to you like, right? Go and learn to carve your eyebrows. Go and learn to highlight. Learn to, if you can do, what's it called? Microblading. Get your blading right. Do your nails, like go all the colors. Why? Because you will be addressed the way you are dressed. So you must work on your positioning, not just your physical looks, but even your social media content looks as well. Stop using blurry pictures. Stop using all these Getty images from Google. Stop using all these nonsense video background. No, if your house is not as good as this, get a good light like this one that will flood your face. And I mean, when you show up full. You can't run a show and not show up. Thank you, Adekunle Odutonsoro, their father. I just go and learn it. I learned this eyebrow in 3 weeks. I paid a makeup school. And if I draw eyebrow, it's in my hand almost peeled. I was just drawing. Now I got it. Now there's no way I enter. They always come in, your makeup. Because I was also tired of paying makeup artists. Every week I was paying because I always have a certain engagement, right? So guys, if it's only one shirt you have, put it together, clean up yourself, work on your personal brand. And I think Sam needs to bring me back to teach on personal branding. I'm going to teach you over 15 branding elements you must have together. Sam, please, let's work it out. Maybe in the next 3 months, you can bring me back to lab. Let me come and teach on personal branding. That things that you need to put together
Mama,
of your personal brand.
we have to arrange this later this month.
You.
Not 3 months, so it has to be this month.
No,
15 elements. How many of you vote for this month?
So this one is my CS.
Okay, we can run this. We can run this while you are in Dubai. Now, how about that?
And I'm in Dubai in July. So I'm in Dubai in July.
This is July. This is
from
July.
17th to about 25th.
So we'll do it this month. Then. We'll do it this month. I'll host you in my studio.
I'm coming for an event where I am hosting Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria. We are hosting him for an event. So that's why of Obasanjo and also the Rwandan presidents too. That's why I'll be in Dubai. So my hands may be full. But I'm sure that in 3 months' time I should be balanced, with all my plans. Maybe in 2 months. Let's work on August, September, yeah. All right, anyway, so you need to have your brand together. And then finally, and I have just 1 more minute, finally, you have to now launch, okay? You have to launch that product you have created. You have to launch the product. And I think everyone here understands launch. I know LAP has done lots for you when it comes to launching. You guys must have seen the behind the scene of a launch, right? The launch I always use, is that I apply I fire from all my cylinders. And by the way, I would also love to come and share with you guys the behind the scene of my $50,000 launch. All right, I would love to come and share with you the behind the scene of my $50,000 launch. All right, I think that one can happen maybe 6 months from now. And by then, who knows, maybe it's have turned to 100K launch by then. And it's in dollars, please. I don't do Naira. Okay, so I can actually come and take you guys again on that. But again, as you can see, I teach from my story. I share from my story. I don't do what I read. So even though I read a lot, you can see my library here full of books, right? But I don't just teach from what I read. I also teach from what I have practiced. Like the course I took that time from $2,400. I practiced all I learned from there, and from there I got results. And I now also have my own mojo. What would make things work better for me as an individual? All right. So I can't go on now to share about the mistakes. But I want to know how many of you really, really, really are interested in becoming a coach? Like how many of you did my message tonight? How many, did it speak to? Let me see. Oh, yes. I can see a question here. Silent Star. He said that it's not a very low cost. Many people think your cost is not worth it. So your cost is market dependent. Who are your ideal clients? So in my case, my clients are coaches. Remember I said so, right? My clients are coaches. So I was speaking to coaches in America. So if you have a coaching package that is not $5,000 and above, coaching in America, they will think that your course is not worth it. That's so if your coaching is for housewives, for example, you cannot charge $5,000. You agree, right? So your market will determine how much your price. In Nigeria, 5K is too much for them. In Nigeria, 5K is too much for them. And I've seen my conversions tank with Nigerian market the more I increase my price. However, Nigerians abroad, I call them the abroadians. With my price increase, their conversion also increases. Yes. So let's say I have 20 interactions and 10 of them are Nigerians in Nigeria, 10 of them are Nigerians abroad, or even, Caucasians. Out of the 10 Nigerians in Nigeria, just about 2 of them will pay for my program. That's how many percent conversion? That's 20% conversion. You get? Now, Nigerians abroad, or the abroadians, out of the 10 of them, 5 of them will pay for my program, the same amount. That gives me what? 50% conversion. Do you see that now, Silent Star? So it's market dependent. Your market now could be physical location or the people you are addressing. So I work with leaders. I coach coaches. And currently, one of my I don't even coach individuals anymore. I don't run individual coaching anymore. Okay, I only run group coaching sessions because it's easier for me. My one-to-one is from $20,000. To work with me one-on-one is $20K. If you pay $10K, you will have my associate coach work with you, right? So I see plenty hands are up for those that want to join. I want to become a coach. Fantastic. All right. So I have a boot camp happening in July, and currently we opened cards 2 days ago, and we are closing cards next tomorrow on the 5th of July. So if you're really, really considering becoming a coach, right? Somebody that wants you to create, man. To create what, please? Adebi, I missed up your question. You want to become a coach. Fantastic. So guys, you want to go to, I'm going to drop a link for you, www.win-or-win-academy. The name of my business is Win or Win Consult. So win-or-win-academy.com/HPCB. win-or-win-academy.com/HPCB. It's in the chat. Please copy it out and visit that link. Okay, that's for my book. Okay, I'll run something for my book. If you guys okay. So it's so late now in Nigeria, and my spouse would have slept. But I can give you my stance number for you to get access to my 3 books. So I hope you all have the link to become a coach. It's a 3-day boot camp where I'll share with you all the practical steps you should take to launch your coaching business. And this boot camp is going for $47 only. Actually $57, but we are running an early bird discount that you can still take advantage of. Okay, $47 in Naira, that's 25,850. Okay, guys. So I want you to go to this link and sign up for the boot camp. It's a 3-day boot camp. You can't copy the link. Oh, sorry. Then please write it out on your notes. www.win-or-win-academy.com/HPCB. HPCB. Thank you, Imo. But if you're becoming a coach not based on how much you know and have achieved over time, what if you don't have that? Olulu, you get it. You go and get it. One of the first things, if you heard me well, I told you about having my beta clients. Do you remember that? I said beta client, that is your test clients. So the first place you start from is to get beta clients. When you work with me, I teach you how to get beta clients. I teach you, how to close clients on the phone and be able to work with, and be able to get them to work with you, either for free or at a low-end ticket. Okay, error. Oh, I think because you all rushed the website. Please forgive us. It's not going. Sorry, guys. I think you all rushed the website. Just give me some minutes, okay? Try in another 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, sorry, guys. I forgot to tell my technical director that he should widen the bandwidth because you people are coming. You are the soldiers. Okay. So do the product or something can market, which is original work. I just need the business knowledge like steps. Okay, Adebi, that's fine. That's okay. That's fine. It works. It works. You're an introvert though, and you like your I like your coaching. Oh, thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, any other question? I think that's about the question. Okay. Yes. Someone asked for my books. I think this will be last thing I will share. If you plan to create a course, how okay. If you plan to create a course, I have a course on. It's titled Digital Product Factory. Okay, and you can get more details on creating a course to create digital products at www.digitalproductfactory.com.